Yatra, Vanakkam, and hello everyone. My name is Durgashini Jaislan. I am 16 years old this year and I'm one of the representatives of my school, SEGAR. I consider myself as an active and adventurous person. Growing up, I love roller coasters as it helps me to overcome my fears of height, as well as I love the thrill that comes along with it. Besides that, I'm into singing and dancing. To me, singing is a way to express my innermost feelings out loud through music and meaningful lyrics. And just like singing, dancing also helps me to express my emotions out loud through my dance moves. For example, if I'm feeling happy that day, my dance moves tend to be more joyful and blissful to watch. On the contrary, if I'm feeling under the weather that day, my dance moves tend to be more moody, sorrowful, and sad to watch. Singing and dancing are one of my favorite hobbies to do, and I will never trade anything for the world for that. Today, I'm here to review some of the books which I found interesting for the past few days. The first book I'm going to review is this book called Confessions of an Old Boy by Kam Raslan. This book has 258 pages and portrays the jaw-dropping and thrilling experiences of Dato' Hamid bin Dato' Siddiq, also known as a retired civil servant. This book gave me ample of information about life. First and foremost, I learned that life is not as like a bed of roses. It has its own hardships, and that's the beauty of it. Just like Dato' Hamid went through his life, he had overcome a lot of problems in life along with his wife, and he went even to the extremes to overcome them all. Besides that, I also learned that we shouldn't put most of our trust on people who we think are trustworthy. In this story, Nick, also known as Dato' Hamid's friend, almost made Dato' Hamid caught in a messy trap caused by him. Last but not least, I learned that we should love our loved ones and listen to their advices before it's too late. Through this story, we can tell that Dato' Hamid is stubborn when it comes to listening to his father's advice. But in the end, he regrets not listening to them after what he has gone through. This book gave me millions of thoughts about life and how we should be grateful for the life we are living right now. Next book I'm going to review is Complication by James Case. This book shares stories about how a competition actually works and strategies to win all of them. This book not only teaches you strategic planning, but also it gives you the ideology that winning and losing is part of the thrilling experience of a competition. And through this, we could tell that we youngsters should be able to think strategically in order to win, or we should have a heart to accept the failure that we've gone through a lot. In addition, I'm a huge fan of William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet describes a love story between a low-caste boy, Romeo, falling in love with a rich and wealthy woman in the 15th century's Juliet. Through this story, we could tell that the love they had between them was not pure love, but rather a lust. And this story tells us we youngsters shouldn't love people that we think are beautiful just because of their looks, but we should fall for the person that we love the most because of their personality. Not just Romeo and Juliet, there are other books which I found interesting written by William Shakespeare himself, and they are Macbeth and The Merchant of Venice. These are one of the highly recommended books by Google, and also I find it interesting as well. Last but not least, the book that I'm going to be reviewing today is Psychology Chinta by Dr. Muhammad Fazila Kamsa with his student Shaidatu Nazira Abu Zari. He is a well-known motivation speaker in Malaysia, and this book is published by BTS Publications and Distributions. This book has nearly 230 pages, and it describes types of love, guideline to love and dating, simple general tips about falling in love, and also the side effects or causes when you fall in love with the wrong person. I highly recommend this book to youngsters and especially teenagers because this book teaches us that falling in love is not an easy or a playful matter. Rather, it's something really important because falling in love with the wrong person can cause a huge loss in our life. Through this, we can tell that love is an important element in our life. Just like food, water, and shelter, love plays a major role in one's life. In conclusion, reading is a really good hobby as not only it helps us to gain knowledge but also brings a better version of ourselves to live our life to the fullest. Thank you.